Hi everybody, today we're going to see how I draw Flapjackie! Okay, so I'm going to start out with a quick sketch and a pose to make sure I got it the way I want, and also to make sure I have enough room because she's got kind of a big eared head and I want to make sure I don't go off the page here. So I'm going to make her have fun and tilt her head off to the side. So that's kind of a cheat for me because that allows me to fit it in a little bit more when I am out of room. Let's see, one ear's down. That. That'll allow me to get in a little bit more room because, like I said, I'm going to run out. Let's make her, as long as her head's at an angle, let's make her in a fun pose. I mean, we're the ones drawing, so we get to put her in whatever pose we want, right? So I'm going to try to do something a little bit more fun than just standing there. Okay. Okay, and let's see, there's her skirt, I guess is what it's going to be, because it's a little connected to other stuff, so it's almost like, is it pants, is it skirt? I don't know what it is. I just know it looks cool and I want to draw it. Okay, and I'm just going to have to remember a lot of this detail when I get to it, because I don't want to worry about it in the sketch, but I want to get going so we can start drawing, right? Here's what I'll do. We'll do some hands today. I'll show you a few different ways to do some hands, and that'll make it a little bit more fun than just standing there, right? So I'm going to start off with the Sharpie, the Sharpie pen. You're welcome to continue with the pencil, but I'm going to do this just so I can get in some of these details, and then I'll come back and start with a big fat Sharpie. So let's start here. I just want to do this real quick, and then I'll do the rest of it with a big fatter Sharpie, just so I can get some details. So I'm going to start with her head. And I do this every time. I'd rather do this to start you off so you know, so we're not just floating. So I'm going to start with her head. I'm going to start with the point of her ear right up here and bring it down like this. All right? That way we know where we are. We know where we're starting. We know we're not falling off the screen either. So let's go ahead and connect it like this. And then we know where the head is. We got a good start. So let's go ahead and bring that down and do this. Do the other side. Like that, and that was extended a little bit more because her head's cocked off to the side, right? So we're going to draw this other ear, and it's not quite as high, and it's going to be a little rounded like that, and then down like this because it's kind of down. See how this one's up, this one's kind of down like that. So that's what that is. So now I'm going to draw the circles for the eyes, because I know where they're going to be in the head, and I can draw the inside of the mask that is there. It's almost like a big grin, right? And that'll take care of that. So now, because her head's sideways like this, we're going to draw her collar, but it's just going to be in like that a little bit. And this one's going to be up higher, this one's going to be lower like this. So I'm going to go ahead and draw her scarf, I guess is what that is. So you come down like this. And I kind of left a little bump at the top because it's kind of a knot is what that is. So I'm going to knot it like this, draw the other half, and cover it like that. So now I can draw her jacket. In her jacket, I'm going to do something a little fun with creases and bends because her hands are kind of out like that, having a good time. So I'm going to draw her shoulder like this, bring it in, and that's the side of her jacket, okay? So we're going to connect it like that. And let's go ahead and do the other side too, which is down like this. And I'm going to bring it out like that. Okay, so now I'm going to draw her sleeves, but they're kind of all crumpled up and frumpled because they're all bent in. So I'm going to have to do something a little unique here. I'm going to draw her cuff like this, draw this cuff like that. That'll give me an idea of where it's going to be. And so I'm going to draw her sleeve coming out like this and in, poofed out like this, and connect it like that. So now I'm going to do something like that, and that makes the crumpled up detail of her jacket like that, right? So let's do the same thing over here. So I'm going to bring it like this, out. Here's the elbow. And see, I kind of made creases and bends in her jacket by doing that. And it doesn't look perfect, but it looks like what we want to do. So now I'm going to show you how to do some hands. So I'm going to do two different hands here. This one I'm going to do all splayed out. And what I did was I drew it so I know where I want the fingers to be, right? And that's with the sketch. That's what that tells me. And so I'm going to draw the bottom of her hand out to her thumb like this. And I'm going to come in. And I'm going to go up to that dot. And I'm going to come down to here. So now I want to do the inside of those fingers, right? So same thing. So I'm going to go up and down to that. Connect the dots to that. Connect the dot to that. And bring it in for the bottom of the hand. And so that's it. It's that simple. This one I'm going to have out like a hand like this. Okay. So now I know where that's going to be. I'm just going to connect the dots like this. And I'm going to add those lines later, so I'm just going to do this, and that. And I'm going to come back with the fine Sharpie and add those details, so I'm not too worried about that. So now I'm going to draw her pants. And like I said, she's got this weird suspenders dress type kind of thing, so I'm going to draw a line like this, to about right there. Do another one, same thing. Bring it out and do the same thing here. Like that, and that's what I know where the edge is going to be. So now I can draw the rest of her because I know where those edges are. And let's go ahead and connect it. That'll make us happy. So I'm going to draw her skirt, which is above that. Bring it across. Draw up like this. And so I know where everything's going to be here, so I can draw at least to right here. No, let's do the whole thing. Since I did the sketch, I know where it's going to be. So my leg is going to come out here. You hit the knee. And this fold inside to like that. So I'm going to do the same thing with the back of the leg. So I'm going to draw back of the leg. That connected there. Then fold it in like that because that's where her little cuff is, just like her sleeves. See how they kind of poof out like that? So I'm going to do the same thing over here. Poof out, in, go ahead and draw that cuff so I know where it's going to be, and draw the out of her leg. Okay, and let's go ahead and connect those so I know where that's going to be like that. That's going to be like that. This one is over the knee like that. This one's over the knee like this. Same thing, under the knee, and her shoes. Let's draw her shoes. So her shoes, I'm going to draw the cool running shoes that she's got. So I'm going to draw the top to the tip like this. I'm going to bring it down over like that. Same thing. Draw the back side like this. And there's your shoes. And so I'm going to switch over to the Sharpie now so I can add some more of the detail, because that's the outline basically. So let's add some cool details here. I'm not crazy about the way this looks, so I'm going to add this line like that just to make myself happy. And let's add the lines for her mask. And let's give her some eyes, right? So I'm going to draw the inside of the eyes like that, the top eyelid. Give her some pupils like that, and some faint little bottom lines like that. And then let's give her a smile. And then draw the rest of her lips, so the top lip, draw a bottom lip, and she needs a chin, right? So we're going to go ahead and draw that in. And that'll take care of that part of the head. And she's got some color on her sleeve, but for now we just got to do that because we'll take care of that when we color it. And oh, there's actually another line there, so we'll do one more there. That'll take care of the detail on her jacket. And she's got a little bit more detail that we're going to add here. It's basically a thin line like that, and one more. Just follow the edge. And it's okay if it's thin and that's thick. It's all right. So this one is covered up by the scarf, so we're going to stop there and then continue it down here and do the same thing. Cover it up, continue it up there, and that'll take care of that detail. And so she's got a few more details in her leggings. So we're just going to add more lines like this. A little bit of detail that I'll add color in to make it stand out a little bit more. It kind of disappeared, so I'm going to add another line like this. Let's do her cool shoes. Do it like that. And then, and you know what? Let's add some treads onto that shoe too, because it's a cool running shoe. One more into that one. And last thing is we're going to add those lines that we were talking about over here. So I'm going to add, just bring it down in the fingers like that. And that's pretty much all you got to do. I'm going to clean that up just a little bit, but that's pretty much the hands. And these little details you don't have to worry about, but that's why I like doing little stuff like that for creases, to make it a little bit more fun, to add some details and make it unique in your style, because this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. And so the last thing we're going to do is add the tag. Alright, that is Flapjackie. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.